here at 420radio.org.
Welcome back, everyone. Time for us to go behind the headlines. It's 15 after the hour, and today I want to talk about addiction specialists who are exaggerating the illicit drug addiction among baby boomers. Dr. Barbara Krantz is the CEO of the Hanley Center, which is promoting its Center for Boomer Recovery. Featured on CBS's Early Show, the New York Times, and the Huffington Post, Dr. Krantz makes her case for her company's age-specific drug rehab center dedicated to people aged 50 and older, colloquially known as the baby boomers. On her website, under the heading Realities of Boomer Addiction, Dr. Krantz explains, quote, alcohol and prescription drugs, or both, are baby boomers' substances of choice. Yet illegal drug use may have continued or resurfaced from their youth, end quote. The New York Times adds, quote, according to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, use of illegal substances is increasing in adults over 50, end quote. Huffington Post breathlessly warns that, quote, for adults aged 50 to 54, the percentage of consumers of illicit substances more than doubled from 3.4% in 2002 to 7.2% last year. For those aged 55 to 59, it more than tripled from 1.9% to 6.6%, end quote. Well, a look at the facts belies Dr. Krantz's rent-seeking exaggerations. The National Survey on Drug Use and Health publishes all its data online, and you know me, I look shit up. I decided to look at the numbers for people in their 50s. And once again, we find that cannabis generates most of the increase that Dr. Krantz wants us to be frightened by. In the survey numbers, there is a variable that is called illicit drug use other than marijuana. When we look at those data, in 2004-2005, we find that 4.1% of all boomers aged 50 to 54 and 1.9% of those aged 50 to 59 use something illegal other than pot. By 2010-2011, the 50 to 54 number increased to 5.8%, and the 55 to 59 number increased to 3.7%. In other words, if you leave out cannabis, annual illicit drug use didn't double from age 50 to 54. It went up by less than half, about 41%. And annual illicit use didn't triple from 55 to 59. It just almost doubled. However, if we take a look at another variable and restrict the drugs surveyed for the variable to pain relievers past month use, we do find some alarming numbers for baby boomers. For ages 50 to 54, monthly pain reliever use did almost double from 0.8% to 1.5% in the span of years between 2002-2003 and 2010-2011. So over 8 years, we have a doubling in monthly pain reliever use for those aged 50 to 54, and at age 55 to 59, also a doubling from 0.4% to a little over 0.7% over the same 8-year time frame. Again, most of Dr. Krantz's fear-mongering about people in their 50s using more illicit substances owes to cannabis. More boomers are using cannabis, with double the rate of 50 to 54-year-olds, from 2.5% to 4.9%, and triple the rate of 55 to 59-year-olds, from 1.1% to 3.7%, who are using marijuana annually. Maybe instead of demonizing the baby boomers who have rekindled their relationship with Mary Jane, we ought to encourage it. Given that we've got the 50-year-olds doubling their monthly use of pain relievers, and that's with baby boomers doubling and tripling their use of cannabis, we ought to do more to encourage the use of cannabis and bring down those pain reliever numbers. Now, I attempted to tease out those pain reliever numbers to try to find out how much of that owed to oxycodone, how much of that owed to hydrocodone. Unfortunately, the way the survey numbers work is if you get a number that's too small, it won't reveal that because of privacy concerns. You know, we don't, if the number is less than 50 respondents. So I couldn't get you specifically oxy or specifically hydrocodone, but we do have the use of pain relievers doubling among people in their 50s. Let's turn them back on to Mary Jane now that the kids are out of the house and get those pain reliever numbers down. Speaking of getting our pain reliever numbers down, it is 20 after the hour, and we are here with Brian the Red.
Yeah.
And we've also got Snap and Stony hanging out with us.
And Kitty.
And our kitty.
ISIS. Yes.
So it is, what is it, Fired Up Friday? Is that it?
Friday.
All right.
Fired up, ready to go.
Fired up.
If he said he swam to China, he would send you South Carolina. Then you know you're talking to that reefer man.